too hard on my son Jonah. He is a good boy. It's just that when he gets something into his head, it gets stuck there and it's hard to get him over it. I've got a story that I'd like to tell you of when Jonah was a boy, and it tells a bit about his character, the type of person he is. Well, one day I asked Jonah to deliver lunch to his brother. Now, his brother Simeon often forgot his lunch. We had to ask him over and over again. We'd tell him, "Don't forget your lunch," but he always would. So this particular day I said to Jonah, "Go ahead, be a good boy, and bring your lunch to your brother." But he refused. He said that Simeon deserved to be hungry because he forgot it, and it certainly wasn't the first time. Jonah had had enough. He felt his brother didn't deserve to have his lunch brought to him. And no matter how hard I tried to convince him, I could not get him to change his mind. He felt that I was being unjust, and that Simeon did not deserve my mercy. After all, he had forgotten his lunch, and he should pay the consequences. Oh, no matter how many times I told Jonah to bring that lunch to his brother, he refused. Ooh, it gets me still upset. Jonah thought I was wrong, and he was right, and there was nothing to be done about it. He could not be moved. His mind was made up. When God asked Jonah to go to Nineveh and tell them to repent, Israel had been having trouble with the Assyrians. They were breathing down everyone's necks. They were interfering with our government. Our king was under their thumb, and they were evil people. I can't mention the things that they do or did to their prisoners of war. It's awful to think about. Well, Jonah didn't want to be an instrument of salvation for people like that. I'm sure God knows Jonah better than I do. To convince Jonah to obey God was going to be hard.
So, what brings you here on this voyage?
Just business. We're transporting cargo so that we can trade it once we get to port. What about you?
My guy asked me to do something, and I couldn't do it. So, now I'm running away.
I don't know if that's brave or stupid.
I'm hoping if I'm not there to do the job, he will ask someone else to do it.
That explains why you took a cargo ship. Have you ever actually been on a ship before?
I'm from a small, landlocked town in Israel. I barely even know how to swim.
My advice, stay on the boat then.
I'll keep that in mind.
Well, once we get to that port in Tarshish, we'll be on the other side of the world. You won't have to worry about your God there.
Look at that sky. How beautiful one that is.
Yeah. Melkart has poured down his blessing upon us.
Melkar, where are you guys from?
Most of the crew are Phoenicians. We do swim.
I'm sure you do.
But, we do have some other travelers like you. Maybe they're running away from their gods.
Are you guys almost done with that game? My break's almost here.
I'll play you next.
I'm all played out. I'm gonna get some sleep below deck.
Good. What do you bet?
10,000.
Jonah, wake up! Wake up! How can you be sleeping at a time like this? Get up and call on your God. Maybe he will take notice of us and we won't perish.
Captain! We've thrown some cargo overboard, but we're losing! The men think it's a storm from the gods! Let us cast lots to see who is responsible!
Yes, men! Let's cast lots! Jonah, are you responsible for this calamity? What did you do? Looks like your God found you. Who is your God?
I am a Hebrew. My God is Yahweh, Lord of the heavens, and creator of the sea and the land.
What have you done?
Jonah, what must we do to make the sea calm again?
Throw me overboard, and the sea will return calm.
With the waters like this, you will surely be killed.
And you said you can barely swim.
I cannot do that to another man.
Look! I ran away from my God. It is my fault. I should have done what he asked.
Men, get the oars. We're rowing out of this storm.
The winds are blowing harder!
Keep rowing.
Captain, you have to throw me overboard. There's no use for you to die as well. It is the only way.
He's right. This is the only way.
I'm sorry, Jonah.
Oh Lord, do not take our lives for the killing of this innocent man. Do not hold us accountable for his death. For you, O Lord, have done as you pleased.
It worked! The sea is calm.
That's amazing. Who'd he say his God was?
Yahweh, the God of the sea, the sky, and the land.
We must make oaths to this God immediately.
Great idea.
Isn't it amazing what our God can do? Oh, he knew where Jonah was, even though Jonah tried to run. He caused the great winds and the waves to gather. He made a great storm to get Jonah's attention, and oh, he got it all right. And once Jonah acted in a self-sacrificial way toward the sailors by jumping into the water, God calmed the seas. Did you see how the sailors reacted when to the power of God? Oh yes, they recognized that the storm was created by a God. And once Jonah told them how powerful his God was, they told promises to God. They showed more respect to God after just meeting him than Jonah did. Jonah knew God was very mighty. God reminded Jonah what a powerful God he worshipped, and he gave him a role model to follow in the actions of the sailors. But my son doesn't know how to swim. How is God going to keep him safe in the Mediterranean Sea? How is God going to get him back to dry land? You will see tomorrow the surprising way that God delivers Jonah.